Hey guys, we are in our instruction book, lesson 23A, page 240. So if you need to, pause this video and get where you need to be. We are continuing to talk about line plots. So the problem we're going to read right now says, Kiera bought a bag of stickers to decorate her scrapbook pages. She sorted the stickers by width. She counted the stickers and found 18 stickers that are a fourth inch wide, 11 stickers that are a half inch wide, and 14 stickers that are an eighth of an inch wide. Kiera wants to see the distribution of the width so she can plan how to use the stickers. Make a line plot of the data. So to start it, they gave us a table to list the number of stickers from least width to the greatest width. And I want to show you, see if we can see this very well. Here is a ruler. And each of these little marks is 1/16. So an eighth of an inch would be the second little tick over. It's very small. A fourth of an inch is this first long hash mark. Okay, so, sorry, working upside down. See, I go backwards. That's a fourth of an inch. There's a half of an inch, this long mark, and then this little longer mark here is 3/4 of an inch. Oh, they don't have that. It's an eighth, a fourth, and a half. Okay, so just to remember, 1/8 of an inch is the smallest unit of measurement, and then 1/4 is a little bigger, and a half is a bigger. And how I think of that myself when I am trying to do math is that there's always a hole. So here's a hole, like a whole piece of something. Think of it as a whole square pizza. 1/8 would be, there's 8. I'm sorry, you guys, I'm horrible drawer. There's 1/4 and there's 1/2. The eighth pieces are the smallest because all the holes are the same size. So let's say they're each a whole pizza. Well, if the pizza was divided into 8 pieces, that's the smallest piece. So that's why 1/8 is the smallest. Just to give you an idea of that. So let's model it. It says use the table to list what you know and plan how to make the line plot. So these are the things that it's telling you to remember. The fractions are in eighths, fourths, and halves. The least fraction is 1/8. The greatest fraction is 1/2. So we're going to put it into eighths. Label the line plot in eighths. 0, 1/8, 1/4, which 1/4 is equivalent to 2/8. 3/8 and 1/2. And again, 1/2 is equivalent to 4/8. So where it says 1/4, that is the same as 2/8, and where it says 1/2, that is equivalent to 4/8. So we're just simplifying it because we use the term 1/4 instead of 2/8, and we use the term a half instead of 4/8. And the greatest number of stickers is 18. So that's what we need to know. So now let's answer these questions. What scale is used for the line plot? Explain. And that's just what we did. The scale is in 1/8. Eighths of an inch. Oh my gosh, it's going to be hard to write. Eighths of an inch. I'm so sorry, you guys. It's really hard to write. And because it's 1/8, 1/4, or as I said, 2/8, 3/8, and 1/2, which again I said is 4/8. So there you go. How many X's will you draw above each width? Well, if you look back at the passage on the page before or the table, there were 14 stickers that are an eighth of an inch big. And there are 18 that were 1/4 inch big, and we have 0 that were 3/8, and we have 11 that are a 1/2 inch. So we're going to do 4, 5, and 6. So it says use the number line at the right to make a plot. So we will put nothing at the 0, but we will put 14 X's right here above 1/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Ah, man, I counted one too many. So I need to just erase that top one. Okay. Now, the next one, 1/4 of an inch, has 18. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Now your X's should be about the same size. Mine are not great, so my apologies. There is nothing at 3/8, and then there are 11 at 1/2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Based on how the data is distributed, what is one conclusion you can make about Kira's stickers? Well, there are multiple conclusions you can make, but I would say probably the most simple one is that most of them are at least 1/4 inches wide or bigger. And we can look at that looking at the, if we look here, if we say most of them are 1/4 inch wide or bigger, that includes that. So let's see. Most are a 1/4 inch wide or bigger. We could also say, we could even look at something else and say that most are between 1/8 and 4 inches wide. We could look at this differently. We could look at this data set right here, and we could say most stickers are between 1/8 and 1/4 inch wide. So there's multiple ways to look at that. I'm not going to rewrite it, but just so you know, there's multiple data sets we could look at. Number 6 is how do you measure a line plot to show, or how do you use a line plot to show the distribution and measurement of data? And you group data from least to greatest. So we went from 0 to a 1/2 inch. And then it tells us right here, sticker width 1 inch. So you group data from, I should say data, from least to greatest, and you use X's to show the different measures. I'm going to abbreviate different, DIF apostrophe T. Oh, I'm so sorry, you guys. You might have to pause right here so you can copy that, but I'm going to move along to the bottom one. Because it says, at a health fair, Sean recorded the number of cups of sugar per gallon for several different sports drinks and sodas. Make a line plot of the data. Now remember, a line plot is supposed to show from least to greatest, so we have to order these. Good thing I'm pretty good at fractions and measurements, so I'll be able to do that quickly, but you guys might have to pause the video and take time to draw it. So we need to draw a number line. So I'm going to do that. And if you look up here, the smallest measurement is 1. And the biggest measurement is 3 1/4. So I know that I'm going to have 1. I'm going to have 2. I'm going to put my whole numbers on here first. I'm going to have 3. And you can put 4 on there, but it's not necessary. Now I need to scale down. So I have 8ths and 4ths. So it's going to be broken down into 8ths. So here's how I like to do 8ths. I'm going to draw a halfway mark and then 3 little lines. And that makes 8ths. So you put a half mark and then 3 little lines between. I promise that's how you make 8ths. I will show it to you in just a moment. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a different color. So this would be 1.5, right? Oh, that's hard to see. Let's get dark. So this is 1.5. It's halfway between 1 and 2. This is 2.5, and this is 3.5. Okay. How do I do 5/8? Well, this is 1. This is 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8 are a half. Here's 5/8. So 1 and 5/8 would be right there. 1 and 5/8. All right. That's how you do that. And then, so I already did that one. 3 and a 4. So here's 3, and this is 1/8, and then the next would be 2/8, or the same as 1/4. So there is 3 and 1/4. 1 and 3/4. Okay, so here's 1, 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, and this is 6/8, which is the same as saying 3/4. So that's 1 and 3/4 there. Got that. 2 and 7/8. So 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8. So there is 2 and 7/8 right there. 1 and 3/4 we already have. So that is right there. Remember, that's the same as 6/8. 3 and 1/4 we already have. So that is the same as 3 and 2/8, 1/4. 1 and 5/8. We already have that. That's right here. 2 and 3/8. So 1/8, 2/8. There's 2 and 3/8 right there. 1 and 1 and 3/4, which is right here again. So this is sugar in cups. I would probably, I'm not going to, that's so sloppy, you guys. I can't do that. So I would actually probably write that below my thing. Sugar, and it's measured in cups. This is not the neatest graph, but there you go. That's how you do it. Hopefully that makes sense. And if you need to, you just go and pause it so you can copy it.